This is one of the oldest vehicles we have on display. It's a 1903 Model A Ford. Most people think of the Model A as built in the 30s, but the first Model A built by Ford was built in 03, his first attempt to mass market cars. This is serial number 121, and we believe it's the fourth oldest Ford on the planet. It has an 8 horsepower engine, and it's located underneath the driver, out of sight. It was originally designed as a 2-passenger vehicle, but as demand grew, it was realized that there was a need for more passengers, and so they added this section, which we put on the vehicle. It took us about a half hour to put it on. And because the wheelbase is short, it was impossible to get in and out, so this was the solution. They call this a rear entrance tonneau. Another unusual feature of this car is the differential. You'll notice that it has a chain drive and it's open to the elements, where more modern cars have that enclosed. This, of course, could create problems with dirt and stones and things like that getting in it. One of the things that we find interesting about this car, you'll notice that the steering wheel is located on the right. And that was pretty typical of the day, particularly in Europe, and American car makers followed suit. The story goes that Clara and Henry were out one night in Dearborn, going out to a restaurant, and they stopped, and Henry got out and stepped out on the curb. Clara got out with her long skirt and stepped onto the road, which was muddy, and with a lot of horses around, you can imagine what else was there. She wasn't very happy with Henry. So when she got on the curb, she said, "Henry, this isn't right. The steering wheel needs to be on this side so I can get out on the relative safety of the sidewalk." Henry thought about that, and shortly thereafter, they moved the steering wheel to the left. That solved Clara's problem. Interestingly, the rest of the auto industry were always watching Henry because he was such an innovator that the rest of the industry followed suit. So to this day, in American cars, you'll see the steering wheel on the left, and you can thank Clara Ford for that.